the last point I had mentioned, the difference between sound and for example, the difference between YouTube, and good, wood, etc. So, and we said, I mentioned many different shit between them. It was a long vowel and it is a short vowel actually. So let us move to another one. What about this? What about this symbol sound? Who can pronounce it?
Yes, can I speak?
Yeah.
The first one is O. The second, O.
Yes. Good. Excellent. Excellent. So make this around the lips and tongue. So it's slightly raised at the back. For example, the long sound, for example, door, for, more, the one. And for example, short sound like hot, clock, and what. As a person say what, there is no top sound in English. So top sound, top sound, so soft sound, it is this belong to Arabic language actually. So we don't say what, so top sound, pop. So it is long and it is the wrong thing. So we say hot, clock, what. So here door, for, and more. And actually we say that there are difference between rock sound in American and British accents. There's more and more. So the difference between them. Here, the difference between do, o, and o sound. Actually, two of the vowels do not have a long sound. This is the shape, or this is a symbol. If we look and note the lips, it is look like a spread. It look like round. It does look like a neuron. So this sound is made with the mouth spread. Wide open. It is wide open than others. So if you say spread, for example, T, if you say here, the sound is found in car. So apple, run. So the open of mouth move, to move, and it's spread, and also it is the word vowel. Like we say that is for example, apple, run, and cut, for example. This is sound. Two vowels do not have a long sound. So a long sound. This is the shape of the mouse. This is the shape of the wave come across from the back of mouth until to pronounce the word, the sounds actually, and the shape of lips like this. So good. Also, what's about this symbol? Oh, great. What about this? Who can pronounce this symbol for us? Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, welcome. It is?
It is A.
It is A. It looked like E letters, but it is the shape in a shape, but we pronounce it like A letter in a shape. But we say, for example, sound of E is found in wet, left, when, tail, etc. So that will give us a chance to move, to generate, to initiate new word. Actually, we can represent all these sound, short sounds, and long vowel sounds in this. In the end of the lecture, I will give you some assignment about which called what the difference between the long vowel and short vowel. Then clarify your answer with with evidence, with illustrate, with example, for example. So look like sounds are the sounds. It look like A letters. It is a short sound has that has no long duration actually. And vowel sounds, so we have just reviewed it, make up the rest of the deaf sounds, etc. And that is come to the next. The last one of which called the short vowel, a long vowel. Let us move to brainstorming and ask you a question. So I said in the beginning of the lecture, actually, we have 44 letters. We have 26 letters in English, sorry, and 44 sounds. Letters, 21 consonant, 5 vowel. In sounds, there are 24 consonant sound and 20 letters, 20 sounds is vowel. Vowel, it is divided into 3 parts. Number 1, short vowel, there are 7. Short long vowel, there are 5, it is 12. There are 8, this 8 is called deaf sound. And another we say that track sounds. Look at the deaf sound now and track sounds and glide. Oh, what do you mean by deaf sounds? This word track sounds and deaf sound, it is the root of this word and origin of this word, it is back to the Greek word actually. It is not an English word, and we say that it's belonging, all English word actually it is belonging to the Latin and Greek word. Oh, how to difference between the deaf sounds and track sounds and glades. Before we will give you a chance to give you or show you my slide. What is the difference? According to your background.
Yes, Prof.
Welcome.
Diphthongs are sounds that is constituted from 2 vowels, while triphthongs are the vowel sound, which is consisted of 3 vowel sounds.
Nice, thank you. Another one. Oh, let us move to differentiate. So diphthongs are a combination of the 2 sounds, which are 8 diphthongs in English language actually. Oh, great. What is the difference? So 2, it's like bilingual, one language, by 2, dual something. So here also we diphthongs actually, it is very important. So that is indicated to 2 things. Diphthongs are a combination of what? Of 2 sounds, and English has 8 diphthongs. Great. Track sounds, as our excellent students say, that track sounds are a combination of 3 sounds, actually, 3 sounds. So English has 1 track sounds, a diphthong plus a schwa sound. Oh, great. How to know that actually? So with diphthongs, it is, well, not for us actually. But what about diphthongs? We said that the writer said that has 1 diphthong in English between 2 brackets. He said diphthong 2 vowel plus another one. It is called schwa. Oh, and what about the glides? Glides mean are sound made when the tongue made the tongue moves from one position to another. Actually good. So if we like, for example, the sound made it when the tongue moves from one position to another, it is called glades. It is called glades. So anything, sir? Diphthongs, a combination of 2 sounds. English has 8 diphthongs. So triphthongs are a combination of the 3 sounds, and English has only 1 triphthong. It is the diphthong plus schwa actually, and the last one, it is called glides, or say that I glides. So our sounds made when the tongue moves from one position to another. So let us move restore and so the difference between this. Let us disperse and differentiate between them. Oh. Number one. So, is it? I'd like example for this sound, represent this sounds in example. Oh. Yeah, I need example for this symbol.
Could you repeat the question, Prof?
So I need a word include this sound. Represent.
O sound, you mean?
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah. Another word, another one. So share us, because the sharing in this platform or in this room will be give a person or share us many marks actually. So that's because we were practicing English language. It's very important for EFL learners among the master university student. Actually, it is very important for them to speak English language fluently, accurately, so that will give them a chance to work further to build doors nation, Islamic nations, and our Islams or Arabian nation. All of them, we need that person who will be very strong in his specialized actually. So ask and answer. Don't listen. Just don't listen. A learners of English language must be practice English language. So speak. Don't to be passive student. A passive student, it is a student that is just listening. No, that is not to be bad habits for you. I like person who high fluency, to high performance and competent to speak English language fluency attitude. So just look like a native speaker. So now this is a chance for you, an opportunity to you to speak, to express about your feeling, to express about ideas, anything. All of us we need to a person who correct our mistake. Okay, so here
especially this course, Prof.
Yeah, really.
Yes, we have in English a proverb which says, "Practice makes perfect."
Really, exactly.
So no one can excel any accent or correct his pronunciation mistakes if he or she doesn't practice.
Sure.
Am I right?
You are right. You are right, Mr. Ahmed. So you are right, actually.
Yeah.
So you are welcome.
I think now the students, since they are, or this since these are the first lectures for them, so we can make as an excuse. But in the future, everybody should participate.
Yes, very important for you. So thank you.
Can I participate with giving example about every sound?
Yeah.
The first one, O, which is the long vowel O, more, door. The second one, which is U, like put, book. The U with the schwa, pua, sure in the British accent. Am I right, Prof?
Yeah, you're right. So what about this? It's called the deaf sound. We would like just to move and come across from this sound. Actually, we would like to use this this symbol, and this symbol it is consisting of or comprised of two sounds, O and shua. So and this is called deaf sound. Here we have the three sounds. Actually, the sound for triangle for any one of these symbol actually for any of them. For example, here we say for example, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Also, the two of these sounds are deaf sounds, combinations of vowel. The deaf sounds means it is combined to two vowels, two consonants in same or to be only one, that is we call it is diphthong sound. Do you aware this?
Sorry, Prof. We haven't got the idea. This is number one. Number two, I think your video is in front of schwa vowel. We haven't seen it. Could you please move the video? Yes, this is okay. Not, yeah. Now your question, Prof. We haven't got the idea.
Yeah. So I said before our previous that here we have many sounds. So what is the difference between these sounds and the rest one here?
Yes, Prof. Can I say the difference?
Yeah, what is the difference? The difference is
I think
the
vowels, sorry, the vowels with dots refer to long vowel.
Great
right?
idea, excellent. Yeah.
Yes. The difference between O and U. O is more round and we can say it's more open. U is shorter and the lips are less rounded. Coming to schwa, schwa is a neutral sound which has no shape. It's a neutral weak vowel. The tongue is a neutral. The lips are neutral, and even in the length. While in the diphthong, it's consisted of two vowels. While pronouncing it, we move from one sound, which is u, to the position of schwa.
Yes.
And the tongue, as the figure shows, the tongue moves from a higher position to a neutral position. I don't know if I explained it well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you a lot of. Thank you. Great, great, Mr. Ahmad. Great. So
Welcome,
let us
Prof.
move to another diphthongs are made by sliding the tongue for one position to another. And this is known as glide. So glide, for example, is it A or I? Students. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, welcome, Tyre.
Yes, it's A.
It is A.
This is 8. Wait, bait.
Great idea.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. So this diphthong is found in play, dates, and so it's great and vain. So we say that. Oh, diphthong?
Here I have noticed that we, as an Arab learner, we mispronounce it like A. We do not prolong it, and we pronounce it as one vowel, because in Arabic we have one vowel and long vowel. We don't have diphthongs. It's A, not A or A. So even me, I noticed myself that I was pronouncing it in an incorrect way. But after self-monitoring, I figured it out that it's A, not A.
Yes.
Or A.
A and I. Another one will come after him. Actually, I. So why? Because it is some the field in the rich area with the contrastive and error analysis that is committed by Arab learners actually, and all of them will committed error actually. So the difference, the similarities and differences between two language, the interference and interlanguage, also all these things have been adhered to the students actually, to teachers, to professors, among of us actually, we have many fall in these errors. Okay, so this is for example, hey and dead. So we say and burn and scrape. So it is look like a little. So we say that spread it along are not too long, so it is so in between. Actually, let us move to another one. Shua and O. So here there are also another one. Look at the shape of lips, actually. There are two more vowel vowels are combined to make a sound. This sound is like saying the letter O. It is beginning with R, shua, and moves towards the double O sounds found in good. So, for example, good, go, etc. Like this, ow, ow. So, for example, go and do. So we say shua with also O, like hook, as we mentioned it in another or in previous example. So also another one to make ow, ow. Add the short O after a long so we say ow, ow. Here, if we look at this diagram, and ow. So the position of the tongue, it is different from word to another, actually, from sound to another sound. That's a manner of articulation and a place of articulation of any word. So as we say, for example, the shape of mouth, and O. Both of them is called ow. For example, word like cow, down.
Cow, no.
Yes,
Cow.
now, etc. So with it, now, like cat, we say that, meow, or in Arabic word. So contain this sound actually, okay? So words like cow, down, ground, town, all contain this sound, ow. So there is also used to make this depth sound, sounds. And also I make sure to tell that it's a difference between that sound, depth sound, it is that sound, okay, like sing and another thing. So we say sing and thing, the difference between that and that. In coming lecture, if we can to differentiate between them actually. Now here, ow, we talk about. So your 10 minutes will look and will return actually back. Depth sounds are a combination of vowel. It is contemporary or combination with of pure vowels. For example, I, a, oi. Is it a or I? Oh, a brilliant student. So a or I or a. Oh, how to differentiate between these depth sounds?
I think, Prof,
The second one.
before the
The
final
last
one,
yeah.
The
The last
first,
one, yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
the previous one, yeah.
yeah.
Good, great. So let us move example to example. For example, 5, 9. So is that I. A, way, bird, and bird. So oi, boy, coin, coin. So wire, hair, and curve. So we say F. And ear, for example, here, here, and here. So we say here, and here, and here. So this review of all the sounds, diphthong sounds in English I mentioned above. The diphthong sound it is in English about the eight, or not about, it is exactly eight diphthongs, have eight diphthongs in English actually. So now there are also here we had assignment or exercise. So review all the 8 sounds and try to exercise in the worksheet. So I need from you, dear student, to write from the beginning of our lecture to this place, actually to this slide number 27. So we would like to make any sound example 2 or 3 words. So maybe at the beginning, middle, and in the last, actually. For example, model at the beginning and at the end. For example, for any sound of this, any sounds we had mentioned in the first or in the previous lecture. So this is an assignment number 1. Assignment number 1. Write an example for all of these sounds, or illustrated all sound. So with the example, okay, or within a word in example.
So, Prof, in other words, you need, this is our assignment to write example about every sound with initial position, middle position, and final position.
Yeah, really. For example, shua at the initial or the initial of word, the position of the word, actually, the sound position in the middle and in the end. Just so I exclude all these 20 sounds, vowel sounds. We mean that is about 120 words, 120 words, because we have about 20 or 20 by 3. It is 16, I think. Am I right? Or 120. So, word.
Prof, would you like to send the assignment on a Word file to your email?
Yeah, really, exactly. So this is exactly.
Yes. Could you please share your email after the lecture on the chat room?
Actually, I will send my email to my dear student. So this.
Thanks, Prof.
Thank you. So this is our today. Any question about which call the vowels, short vowel, long vowels, diphthong, triphthong? We just had finished at the beginning of the lecture. We talked about the definition of phonetic, definition of phonology. Also, the definition of phonemes. Also, then we come across to the diphthongs, triphthongs, etc. So here we have also consonants, the articulation of the sound based on the received pronunciation. Received pronunciation. What do you mean by received pronunciation?
The pronunciation we hear.
Yes, received pronunciation.
I think it's a dialect known in British.
Great idea. So the traditional one that it could be a model one like Arabic. We say that is the standards of Arabic language nowadays. We say that is Fusha. So we say that it's like this. So standardizations of the sounds used at the British art. Also, we say that is the pronunciation. Some dictionaries actually we just read in the dictionary for this pronunciation. Why? Okay, RP. These sounds for reference only. The first one of this consonant sound, a consonant sound about 24 sounds in English language. And it is divided between two things, vertical and horizontal. We say that is manner of articulation and a place of articulation. So we say here plosives, the first one, plosive. So a plosives is made by making complete closure between some point and vocal tract. Pressure builds up behind the closure, which is released to the create sound. And subplosive mean it is come from coin to this word like this, so plosive thing. So it's come from that sublotion, something of subloidy. So in Arabic, we don't use Arabic language here, but I am so that plosive are made by making complete closure Closure, it's come from close. So some spine and vocal tract, okay? Pressure builds up behind the closure, which is released to create sound. Example to illustrate this plosive, for example, this is group includes the sound. Plosives, we say this is 6, 6, 6 sound. And we can differentiate between them. Firstly, is it voice and voiceless? Very important. So the difference between 6 consonant sound, which is called plosives, we must differentiate and distinction between them actually in 3, which is the voice and which is voiceless. Oh, let us know. 6 of them. So let us to show. Number 1. Yes.
Yes, Prof. The difference between P and B, we have B is voiced, while P is voiceless. While pronouncing P, we have a puff of air, while pronouncing B, the puff of air is lesser. I know only these two differences.
Thank you. So the first of all, these two sounds or plosives, they differ in the way the voice is used during the sound. The voice used during the sound. How good. For example, as for it from aspiration, for example, what do you, for example, put your finger, correct, fourth, chords, for example, or throat. So, throughout air come through like this shape, just air. There is no moving. They're pushing air and come. It is touch your hand, for example. So, and the difference between the is voice, the. You see, it moves actually, but. So we say voice sound, the air is restricted through glottis. Both sounds are known as bilabial plosives. So why